With all the riders back from their respective championship races across the country, Week 5 was one of the best in the 2013 season. Mark Vecchio made his move at the bell in the first race of the night, the A Group Scratch Race. Will Simons was right on his wheel, but at the end of the final lap, he was still there.
Wound up along with Will Simmons, and it's one to go now, one to go. At the front of the field, you're looking at Matt Wong trying to get ahead of everybody, but Martin Vecchio is coming on strong. Will Simmons is sitting on that wheel as they dive down into the pole position, and it is Martin Vecchio, Will Simmons, Matt Wong, Joaquin Kiley.
Paul Wright made his move with 3 to go in the AA Scratch Race and got a good lead on the field, but in Bloomer Park on Friday night, sometimes good is not good enough. Paul saw his lead evaporate in the last half of the last lap.
But up front, Paul Wright made a nice move. Everybody going up high. You gotta watch where you're going when you're going up high. And meanwhile, Paul Wright still keeps his distance out the front, and they got one to go in the bike race. Could he hold on for 200 meters? Paul Wright struggling to stay out front there. Jeff Hume and Ben Hume battling out for first and second. Ben Hume trying to get around his dad. Let's see, they're going to overtake Paul Wright, and it is going to be, Jeff Hume, Ben Hume, Paul Wright, Bonnie Karras, Carl Foss.
The AAA riders got down to business for their first of 3 scratch races, an 8-lap or 1-mile race. Parker Robertson held off Andrew Hertzler in that one.
Andrew Hertzler coming around, and it is Parker.
Mr. Robertson also won the 2 6-lap AAA scratch races, followed in both of them by Andrew Hertzler. And it doesn't have to be an A race or even a race for first place for it to be good. Check out how close the battle for third place was between Tyler Wright and Jeremy Haitian.
Andrew Hertzler, we got a sprint. Oh, wow, almost got him at the line, but Tyler Wright.
But I think the best part of the race was this.
Here comes Joshua Haitian. He is 8 years old.
8 years old, with the guts and skill to ride on a track with 44-degree bankings. That's pretty amazing. There were a couple of close match sprints on Week 5. The first was between the Lukes, Cavender, and Mullis. All I know is that Luke won. Hey, it was either that or a tired Star Wars reference.
Somebody's going to make a move sometime. One of those Lukes has got to make a move, and there goes Luke Cavender off the front. Luke Mullis timed it right. He's trying to just accelerate in the slipstream and come around Cavender. Cavender's giving it his all. There's a little bit of a dance in the pole line, but Cavender, he holds on for the win.
The second was a battle from the get-go. Danielle Mullis and Ben Hume were never more than 10 feet apart for their race, which ended up in a photo finish and a win for Ben Hume.
So Danielle Mullis trying to give Ben a little ride here, keeping him up at the top, trying to control it from the lower position. Ben accelerating now, going up, let's see who's going to drop in where, and Danielle Mullis takes the pole position. So Ben's got to come around her, and that's what he's trying to do. Let's see if he can do it. He's still riding high, he has to go further, and it is Ben Hume.
Speaking of close, the AA missing out came down to Carl Foltz and Jeff Hume, who were dancing knee to knee just before the bell lap. Carl Foltz decided to lead and took the win.
All right, they got their elbows up. They're dancing with each other. Oh, yeah, okay. As long as you know what you're doing, that's cool. Carl gets it rolling. Jeff Hume knows how to get on that wheel. Let's see what he does. Trying to stay on the wheel of Carl Foss, and Jeff Hume tries to get around him, but Carl wins it. Let's hear it for Carl Foss, Jeff Hume, and all of our AA racers.
The only points race on Week 5 went to Luke Mullis, who took both sprints and the win with 10 points.
Luke Mullis moves it to the outside, and there he goes. Luke Mullis off and running. he's killing his dad. I don't know. Luke Mullis making a nice move out of the field, and look at this youngster go, eating it up. Nigel holding on, and it is Luke Mullis. He wins the bike race. Nigel, Carl Bosa, and Bonnie Karras. Let's hear it for our AA racers.
The Madison was back for week 5. Team Pink, that is Cale Dennison and Blaine Benson, won 3 of the 5 sprints and the race with 54 points. Mark Vecchio and Ben Hume of Team Orange finished in second with 46 points.
Because that's what Blaine Benson says going real fast. Well, I guess it's just one to go in the bike race. Blaine Benson trying to win it from the front of the field. He's got to compensate for the 15 points that Team Black and Team Orange got when they left the field. But Blaine Benson is going to be the sprint winner tonight. Blaine Benson, Team Pink, Team Orange, Team Blue, Team Black, and Team Orange. Let's hear it for these bike racers. That was some exciting stuff.
And that was all he wrote for week 5 at Nas-Track at the Velodrome. See all the races on RHTV or online on demand at rochesterhills.org/RHTV.